I said it again, I didn't hear you chase me down the hall.
You're the only person that can't hear me.
What is that?
You can't hear me. I don't need a microphone. Scale of 1 to 10.
I hear your feet behind me.
Maybe you got eyes behind your head. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, how good was the team?
We were really good defensively. We were really good. And, you know, the way we scored the ball in the first half, you know, we were able to create a gap. But, you know, Woolridge came out and makes 5 threes. And I'm like, look at it, guys. After you made 2, and then he made the 3rd. You're like, are you not watching the game? But they were tough shots, and he made them. And, you know, again, I thought we were good in it, you know, and we played good in a rough game. It was a rough game. I mean, we played good in it. But again, you go back to Terrence Jones playing like he played physically, it makes us better.
Coach Martin talked about Anthony Davis for a second, call him one of the best, if not the best players in the country, and said a player like him comes along once in a lifetime. Your thoughts about the way he played tonight and putting that in perspective?
Well, I've had one already. I had Marcus Camby, so it's twice in a lifetime now. And I'm hoping for 3 and 4 in a lifetime. But he doesn't command the ball. I mean, he's just playing. If you pass him up, he doesn't get mad about it. You know, he rebounds, he blocks shots. You know, today 3 assists, 1 turn. He's a special player, and mainly because he's about his teammates. It's not just what he does. Look, there are players out there that, you know, they're really good players and all that, but their teammates don't want to play with them. Don't like them. This kid, you know, let me just say this. He whistles and skips going to class. He's so happy. I heard him the other day. I said, who's that whistling? And it was him going to class, just skipping like, you know, he's having fun, he's enjoying himself. You know, he's not putting anything on, pressure on himself, he's just playing.
John, when you look at Terrence's numbers tonight, not like they were Saturday, what things did you see that you liked just as much as you did Saturday?
The biggest thing is he's being physical. See, you can't negate how we're being played. Hopefully people watch tonight and now that kind of game plan, you know, even if it's not coach-wise, it's player-wise, watching us, look at this and say, you know, it's hard to play him that way. But Terrence gives us a physical presence. You know, he can score the ball. He's a skilled player. You got to compete and battle, and that's what he's doing now.
John Conzo talked about how you guys set the tone early, and I'm wondering with Davis hitting a couple of perimeter face-to-basket shots, blocking Stokes early on, how much credit should he get for setting that tone?
Well, he should get a lot, but again, we're a team, and I think a lot of guys did a lot of stuff. I thought Michael, you know, we're not even talking about Michael Gilchrist. He goes 16-8, and again, you know, 2 steals, and he defends and gets a steal late when they're trying. I mean, he's playing. So, you know, you can go right down the line. I mean, Darius and Deron didn't play great, but they played good defense. You know, and it's not like they play bad. You know, we're not going to be pitching shutouts now. So like I said, I'm happy with the team. We got to get better. We got to keep improving. You know, we're not turning it over that much. We play, and you saw us at the end of the game. We love to play fast. We want to play fast. But if we have to grind it out, we can. And we did at the end. The last 7-8 minutes, we just grind it out. Let's grind it. You want to grind it, we're going to grind it. So we can play both ways if we have to.
John in the back, it looks like this team is really starting to come together and create some continuity among each other. Talk about that. These guys have only known each other 6 months.
Well, and really it's less than that, but you know, they want to win above how they're playing. So a guy like Marcus T, who scored 28 a game in high school, is running our team, not scoring as many points. A Michael Gilchrist, who scored 25 a game. We're not running one play for Michael Gilchrist. Not one play. Well, we ran a slice cut twice, so I ran 2 plays for him. whether it's Duron Lamb, Terrence Jones, or Darius Miller, veterans, quote, 2 sophomores and a senior. And they're accepting that these freshmen are really good, yet they're still stepping up and playing. So there's a good thing going because they want to win, they like each other, they really do like each other. The one thing I like that happens during that, we call it Camp Cal, where we're together, they just get together and they get with one another. And I love road trips. I love going on the road because it's just us. You know, you got 11 players in our staff and that's it, and we're together for 2-3 days. So, you know, that kind of stuff helps this team because we are 4 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior playing most of the minutes.
John, you may have answered my question with that right there, but do you feel like just in the last couple of weeks this team has made a lot of strides? And if so, what's been the key to that?
Marcus T. The guy that has the ball, if he's playing well, you got a chance. If he's not playing well, you have no chance. Now, he can play well and you still lose because everybody else is playing bad. But they could all play well if he's playing poorly and you can't win. He is really listening. He's playing the way we need him to play. Again, I mean, we go 1 for 10 from the 3-point line, and he found guys. They just didn't make shots. So his 4 assists could have been 8. They were wide open. They just missed them. And so he's playing. That's helping us. Michael's getting better. Anthony's getting better. Terrence is finally more physical. Duron and Darius are doing things to help us. Kyle Wilshire is way better than he was. I mean, today Kyle Wilshire got 5 rebounds. Come on now. We're used to him shooting 3s. So they're all getting better, but it's kind of like having a quarterback. And that guy has to get us all in tune, and he is. He's doing really well.
John, off the beaten path a little bit, you guys both have your teams to worry about, but do you have a chance to chat and compare notes with Matthew Mitchell, what it's like being highly ranked both teams?
Well, he and I talk twice a week. I'll stop in the office, he'll stop in my office. I'll stop in his practice, he'll stop in my practice. You know, he has done such a fabulous, he's selling out Memorial. We played Alabama sellout, Valerie Steele was back. I mean, it was really, and they're really good. Like, they're really good, they're fun to watch. My players love watching them play. Coach, why don't we play a little like them? Let us go a little bit, you know. So it's been a unique experience in that, you know, there are other programs that have had teams like this, but I just don't know if they've gotten along like our 2 teams have.
Cal, you said a few times earlier, throughout the early part of the season, different times you say, if this or that happens, when this or that happens, this will be scary. These last 2 games, as you watch this team, is that in your mind's eye when you would say, if this or that happens, we'll be scary? These last 2 games, what you sort of saw?
I would. I mean, I would tell you, and they're different games now. LSU was rougher than this game, and it was allowed to be rougher. This game was not allowed to be rougher, but we didn't make any 3s. I mean, last game we were 7 out of 14 or 15 from the 3-point line. This game we missed them all. Lucky we made them. What was the streak? We'd have knocked down the streak there, huh? How many in a row? How many games have we made a 3? And almost went out the drain today. Who made it? Who's the one guy that made it? Duron Lamb. And no one Darius.
Cal, is it overstating it to say that your guys are starting to relish that physical play you've talked about, or are they getting much closer to where you want?
Still, we had our guards at times. Duron went in there, Darius still. There are still plays that you got to want. Terrence went baseline and McVee kind of pushed him and he never got to the rim. Come on, now that's got to be a dunk. You know, just go dunk the ball. So we're still not there. What they did to Anthony Davis is absolutely when he caught the ball at the top of the key, mushed it. And again, that means toughness. And he just got rid of the ball a couple times. He wasn't ready to really be physical. So we got a long way to go with that. But we've made strides.
John, earlier today, the task force recommended a renovation rather than a new arena. What was your thoughts on that and the tentative plans for the renovation?
I just heard about it on the way to the game. Dwayne called me and told me, I'm fine. Look, whatever is good for our city is good for our university. And whatever is good for the university is good for the city. That being said, we need to rebuild our campus too. So I would encourage all the state legislators. This is the flagship campus. We have 500 new beds out of 6,000, 50-year-old dorms, 60-year-old dorms. We need new classrooms. They need to rebuild the campus, and they need to do it over a 4 or 5 year period, ASAP. And now they build the place down there. If that's what they choose to do, rebuild up, I'm fine. Because it's good for our city. But whatever is good for our university is also good for our city. And again, I'm not in the middle of it. What do they say? My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. So I'm.
Thank you.